Hey, Lily Wong here, and this is Fly with Lily podcast. Life can throw us unexpected curveballs of all kinds, from the loss of a loved one, career change, or family problems. For me, it was the loss of my mother and my marriage. The worst experiences of my life led to the most euphoric learning experience and life journey I ever could have imagined. My journey let me dive within myself, overcome my fears, drop disempowering beliefs, and remove mental limitations. From motivation, language learning, business, nomadic life stories, or world travel, to just plain dropping your baggage, Fly with Lily podcast offers the inspiration you need to open yourself to this world of opportunities without limits. The simplest flavors hold the deepest love. Hi, I'm Lily. Today I want to tell you a story about food, but it's not really about food. It's about memory, about home, about a person who used the simplest ingredients to tell you, I love you. If you ask me to name that one dish I miss most in the world, not something from the Michelin-starred restaurant, not an exotic meal from one of the 40 countries I visited, it would be my father's lima bean and pork rib soup and his braised cabbage. Have you ever taken a single bite of something and felt your whole body settle? That's what my father's cooking did to me. My father's philosophy in the kitchen was beautifully simple. Nothing fancy, nothing complicated. His only seasoning was salt. Just salt. And yet, with that one ingredient, he could coax out the most natural sweetness from whatever he was cooking. Every time I came home, I would ask him to make the braised cabbage. And every time I took that first bite, I couldn't help myself. I'd ask, Dad, what did you put in this? How is it this good? And every time he would smile and say, just salt. I never quite believed him, not until later when I finally understood it wasn't only the salt, it was his patience. He knew how to read the heat and how to let the cabbage simmer slowly, slow and slow, releasing its sweetness little by little, not rushing, not forcing, just waiting. That patience, I think, was one of his secrets. The other secret was his love. But even the most practiced cook has his moments. Once, my father accidentally let a braised cabbage burn. The sweetness turned to bitterness in an instant. He was so upset with himself, he kept saying, "Oh no, I ruined it. I ruined it." But sitting there watching him fuss and apologize, I thought, even this scorched pot of cabbage is full of love. There's another memory I hold close. During my years living in Shanghai, my father flew in from Taiwan to visit me. He knew I missed his cooking, so without any fuss, he headed straight to the kitchen to make the braised cabbage. But Shanghai's cabbage and pork, no matter how long he cooked them, simply wouldn't soften the way they did back home. The flavor was completely different. My father took one bite and looked genuinely puzzled. "How can this be?" he said. We sat together laughing and speculating. Maybe it was the water. Maybe the vegetables was a different variety. We never figured it out. But here's what I remember most about the meal. Even though the taste had changed, I was so happy just to be sitting there, eating something my father had cooked with his own hands. That was enough, more than enough. And then there was the last time. By then, my father's legs had weakened. Moving around was difficult. Getting on his motorbike was challenge. He spent most of his days at home, sitting in front of the television. But when I came home that visit, he said, "Go to the market. Get lima beans, pork ribs, pork belly, and Shandong Napa cabbage. I'll cook for you." So I went. And my father sat in the kitchen slowly and carefully doing what he had always done. His movements were slower than I remembered, but every step was deliberate. Every action was the gesture of someone who knew exactly what they were doing and why. I sat at the dinner table and watched his back. That image has never left me. I had bowl after bowl that meal. I remember thinking, this is the best thing I had ever eaten in my life. It was the last time I ever tasted food cooked by my father's hands. I will never forget that flavor. Not just the taste of the soup, not just the sweetness of the cabbage, but the sight of the back in the kitchen. Slower now, but no less devoted, and the words he never said out loud but cooked into everything. I love you. Now, when I miss him, I try to make those two dishes myself. Lima bean and pork rib soup, braised cabbage. They never taste exactly the same, but the act of making them, the slow simmering, the waiting, makes me feel like he's still here. Food is extraordinary that way. It carries love across time. It keeps the person present, even after they are gone. This has been another episode of the Fly with Lily podcast. So what now? Go to flywithlily.com to download my gift for you to help work on your abundant lifestyle, or contact me directly for a consultation. This show takes a lot of work and planning, so if you enjoyed it, please consider a 5-star review on iTunes, following on Facebook and Instagram at Fly with Lily, or come up and give our crew a hug on the street when you are on your journey. Thanks for listening, and remember, life's curveballs can be your best opportunities.